Hello, guys. Welcome back. All right. So, um, this is the lecture talking about the white blood cells and immune system, and an extension from our blood. So, in the blood lecture, we talk about the blood. We talk about different components in the blood, and over there, we learned that there is red blood cells, white blood cells. Yeah. So red. Okay, and but we focus on the overall we focus on the red blood cell because that is the main function of the most abundant cells in the blood are red blood cell, erythrocytes, and we talk about everything about the red blood cells, but we have not talked about the white blood cells. And white blood cells is also important, is very important, and it serves different function from the red blood cells. Red blood cells function is oxygen transport, but white blood cells they serve the function for immune system, the body defense. So we will combine those together to talk about our immune system. And so let's go started right here. Leukocytes are white blood cells and immune system. So this is a figure of that. Our body has a, this is your body, right? And so this is skin and internal. You have your different cells, different organ system. Our skin, from your earlier anatomy lecture, you should know that your skin has the top layer of the skin basically are dead cells. So they shield your body from any intruders, water, very good. This kind of like it was raining a couple days, right? But it's okay because water will not penetrate. This one protect you. It protect you from the any like dirt, right? Dirt cannot get in. You just wash your hand, then dirt go away. So this is very perfect thing that protect you, right? So that's the first line of the defense. It protect you from anything to get enter your body. And so we have that. We call this one a barrier. This barrier, just by looking at it, it's a physical barrier. So it's provide like physical structure to block anything from coming into your body. So we know that. Uh, if we look deeper, we will, if you think a little bit further, you would know that, oh, skin is covering you, but man, we have the skin over our mouth, skin over our nose, skin over our ears, right? So skin over our eyes. So how do those are the like a vulnerable parts? Even though we have very thick skin here, thicker skin here, but we don't really have thicker skin in skin, that skin, go over here. So how do we protect them? Over there, we have additional things. We can has the mucosal layer, mucosa. So here you have mucus, right? And over there, come here, this is all skin, right? So it's all skin coming in all the way down, right? So those skins has mucus. So mucus are uh, proteins, and those proteins are very sticky, so they can trap anything. And then once they trap it, then they will basically just move it down, and either you cough it out or you poop it out. Yeah, so we have a mucus. We also have cilia, especially in our respiratory system. The cilia can move the object, uh, so it can kind of like shovel away those intruders. Body temperature is another, for those who live outside, they are happy with like room temperature, but when they get inside, the temperature is higher, and some bacteria cannot survive in body temperature. So that also provide another barrier. pH is also important, especially for the food. So basically you coming in here, right? And you need to know that luckily, even though they go into our mouth, but the epithelium, in a way, this epithelium, we call this epithelium cell, okay? Epithelium, EPI, let me show you here. You can either call it epithelium or epi, you know, on top, right? Thelium, thin epithelial cells or epithelium layer, right? So that's the epithelium. Yeah. So that's that. All right. I guess I can just delete it now because it will stay, right? I guess it will stay. Yeah. So it will stay. I don't want that. All right. So that's that. Yeah. But what if they go in? These epithelium are still pretty good, you know, even though it's thinner, but it's still pretty good. It will prevent anything to trying to come in. And but by the stomach, oh man, the pH is very low. The pH is about like 2-ish, right? So it's very acidic. So basically all the proteins are going to be denaturized. Basically that protein are folded when they go into the stomach. That acidic environment will unfold them. So all the protein lose its function. And so by doing so, you kill a lot of bacteria. Some of those stay though. Yeah, so that's why we have a lot of bacteria in our digestive system. So that's that. Yep. So these are the barrier. So we have the physical barrier. We have the chemical barrier. Here it says physical and the physiological barrier. Basically just physical and the chemical temperature all combined together to provide that barrier. All right, so that's all good. But if it's get broken, these bacteria can get further into our body. When they get further into our body, when they broke the first line of defense, we call it infection. So it entered it. So this one is infection. Let me show here. So this will be infection. So when this is the epithelial though, just for example, this are the epithelial cells. And so when they go through, we call it an infection. So they are successfully passed through our barrier, the first line of defense. And when they get in, we will have additional defense to fight that intruder. And those additional defense depends on the cells we talk about, these blood cells, the leukocytes. So here you go. So here, when they go in, the first thing that they will very quickly, our blood is like everywhere because all our cells need oxygen. So blood supply all cells in our body. And so when they get into our tissue, they will very quickly go into our blood. And when they go into our blood, they will encounter these white blood cells. So here are these white blood cell leukocytes. So we have the neutrophil, basophil, eosinophil, monocytes, macrophage, mast cells, dendritic cells, natural killer cells. So those are the ones that will kill it. We can also train our body to recognize specific antigen. So basically the marker of that bacteria or that virus. And with that marker, we call it antigen. With that marker, we can train the lymphocytes, the T lymphocytes, we have the T helper lymphocytes, T's cytotoxic lymphocytes, B lymphocytes. B lymphocyte can be differentiated into plasma cells. So this is differentiated from the B lymphocytes. So we have additional additional lines of the defense, to fight against the bacteria. So for the bacteria, they have to go through, and so take good care of your hygiene. Basically, wash your hands. You can wash away a lot of the bacteria. Yeah, and so but even if they come in, we have the immune cells, leukocytes, and also lymphocytes to provide the defense. We call this innate immunity because those are the one that doesn't get trained. They can recognize these bacteria just by the bacteria marker, because this bacteria or virus has usually not virus, but bacteria usually has a unique like a cell membrane, and if you take the microbiome, you probably know this one, and so different bacteria cells are very different from human cells, so their cell surface has different material, and those, when they get into our body, they can trigger a lot of response. We call this response. We call the response. We collectively call them inflammation. So our body will trigger the inflammation to fight these bacteria. Yeah. So we can fight it. This innate immunity is not specific to particular bacteria. So basically, they will recognize these bacteria. They will kill them. And also innate immunity, yeah, that doesn't recognize specific one. But for those who come to our body not only once, but if they come second times, we will have memory about those bacteria. We recognize those, and so those recognition is for that specificity is achieved by adaptive immunity. So T cells, B cells, they will generate antibody. B cells antibody is on the cell membrane. T cells antibody is on the cell membrane. B cells can release those antibody, and then this antibody will floating around, and so it increases the chance that we can capture that particular bacteria. Yeah, so that's that. So that's 3 lines of defense. So infection, what does it mean? So once it pass through the first line of the defense, we call it infection. Once it's infection, our body will trigger additional protection defense, and that process is called inflammation. So all these immune cells will release chemicals, and those chemicals will cause increased temperature, and it will also cause other immune cells to coming in to help to capture these intruders. Yeah, so that's that. Yeah, just earlier students asked me about what's the difference between infection and inflammation. Infection is the intrusion. Inflammation is the process of our body's defense to capture that intruders. All right, so 3 lines defense that we talked about already. What you need to know is that what are those part of the barrier? Okay, so you can see that skin, mucous membrane. This basically, let me show you this one here. So here is an example of this mucous membrane, or we call it mucosa. So basically in the skin, if it's outer skin, we don't need mucosa because those we have the dead cells, and anything attached to it, we wash it. So we wash it away. But for those who get enter into, and they can easily enter it because this basically is just open to the environment. So they can enter it. You can see that it's all connected. This basically is all skin. And they can enter it. When they enter it, what we will do is that we have very thick mucosa. So here is, you can see that this is mucosa. We have this mucosa throughout our nasal cavity, oral cavity, respiratory tracts, digestive tracts. We have all this here. And you can see that here you have cilia, so you can see that the structure of the cell. So you can, that has several functions that helps in our digestive system, that helps for our nutrition absorption. It will also help to move these materials in the tract. Yeah. So that's the mucosa. This one doesn't show you, but we have very kind of like thick mucus on top of these cells. So they want to get into it. It will take a lot of effort. So it's not that easy. So on top of this, you can expect that. Let me see here. You can expect that. You can expect that on top of this, you can expect that they are very thick mucus on top of it. Yeah. So for the bacteria to come in, it's not that easy. It's not something that they have to break through this mucus. They have to break through it in order to get in. So it's not that easy. But you know, they try, and eventually they may get it, right? Yeah. All right. So that's that. Okay. So that's the physical barrier, and then innate immunity. You need to know what are the member to do it. Basically, you have the leukocytes. And what are leukocytes? We talked about it already. It's the white blood cells, except they are white blood cells, and so they include the lymphocytes. But for the innate immunity, lymphocytes serve as the adaptive immunity. So that's that. What are the leukocytes? I think I have another figure here. So I think we have similar figure in our blood lecture. So these 5 members are leukocytes: monocytes, lymphocytes, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil. For any terminology, as I told you earlier, write down on another piece of paper and call it many times. The more you call it, the more you know it. Just like I know your name. It's not like I have good memory. It's because I call it multiple times, right? I call your name multiple times, then I memorize it. Yeah. So same thing. Treat them as your friends. Call them 2, 3 more times, then you become confident of getting know them. Yeah. So those are the leukocytes. And so these one are innate immunity, serve as the innate immunity. This one, lymphocytes, serves as the adaptive immunity. So that's that. All right. So, all right. Identify bacteria, fungus. They can, because their cell membrane or coating are different from human, so we can recognize it. All right, so that's that. So these are the leukocytes. What you need to know though, you need to know who are them, right? So you need to know what's a member of the leukocytes or white blood cells, and you need to know what's their feature. So among all these 5, Three of them, neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, three of them are called granulocytes. Yeah, so because they have a lot of granule in it. What's that granule? This granule basically is like a bullet or like a pocket of bullets. And so once they got irritated, they will release it. And so if there is any bacteria, if they got irritated, they will release those bullets, right? And so they will release it. When they release it, they will spread. It's like direct pointing on the some of those were pointing on the intruders, but some of those just spread, and that will attract a lot of white blood cells coming in and to attack on these intruders. Yeah, so that's that. Neutrophils is the most abundant one, so it's quick question like what is the most abundant cell in the blood, which will be erythrocyte, the red blood cell. But if the question is which is the most abundant white blood cell, or which is the most abundant leukocytes, the answer would be neutrophils. Yeah, so that's that. And some of those can engulf the intruders, so they have the function to perform the phagocytosis, to eat, and those are monocytes, eosinophil, and neutrophil. So the easy way to memorize it is that men eat. So men, MEN, monocyte, eosinophil, neutrophil, they eat. Yeah, so that's that. All right. So the next thing is that, okay, get to know the members, get to know how do they produce. And so this is the thing we talked earlier already. It's kind of just a review. They all produce from the stem cells in the bone marrow because these are blood cells. So they are called hematopoietic stem cell, or it can call hemocytoblastic stem cell. Yeah, earlier we call it hematopoietic because it's hematopoiesis. Yeah, but hemocytoblastic, people also call it that way. And they can be further differentiated into two groups. One is myeloid stem cells. The other one is lymphoid stem cell. Lymphoid stem cell will only produce lymphocytes. Myeloid stem cell will produce all different other blood cells, yeah, including the erythrocytes, platelets, and some other leukocytes, monocytes, neutrophil, eosinophils, and the basophils. So that's that. All right. And then let's get to know all of them. These three are collective called granulocytes. I think we talked about that already. Lymphocytes has three members: B cells, T cells, and natural killer cells. So let's know each one of them. All right. So the first one is neutrophils. And the neutrophil is the most abundant white blood cells. And so in the lab, we will need to learn how to recognize these cells. So they have a very unique. So you can see that this is a typical blood sample. And all the other things, you can see that they don't have nucleus. So these are the red blood cells. But you can also see those with something inside. These are their nucleus. Wait a minute. Are they supposed to have one nucleus only? Yes, they have only one. But very interestingly, these white blood cell has very like a very strange structure or very strange shape of their nucleus. So their nucleus kind of like a split, but not entirely. So they have a tunnel connect with each other, but they are lumped in different lobe. And so here you can so that's that. We call this one a segment nucleus basically, or nuclear. Yeah, it's actually one nucleus, and we call it a polymorphonuclear leukocytes. Yeah, so they have that very unique shape. So it's very easy to identify compared to the red blood cell. You won't misidentify the white blood cell from the red blood cells because they have the nucleus and a very strange shape. It also set aside from the other white blood cells such as monocytes and the lymphocytes. I think I can show you here. Yeah. So you can see that neutrophil, eosinophil, basophil, they all have this segment nucleus. But lymphocyte, you can see that the nucleus is very round. It also very small cytoplasm. Monocytes, you have also very kind of round, but not exactly round. Monocyte, you have larger cytoplasm. So that's their very unique morphology if we look at the microscopic image. Right. So what's the function of it? Is a primary one, so they will be the first one respond to the intruders. And what they do is that they will eat it. They will also release a lot of chemicals to call other white blood cells to coming in. And by that, we call it inflammation. So a lot of environment will be changed. There will be temperature increase. There will be blood vessel dilation. So increase the quick transportation of that army to coming over, and also pain. So you will start to feel pain. So you will make you feel sickness. A lot of those is because of the inflammation process. They also form puffs after they engulf they engulf the bacteria. They will also cause damage to the not only the bacteria but also the local tissue because they want to, there will be some damage to the local tissue, and so that will be the major cells to do it will be the neutrophils. All right, so that's neutrophil. The next one is, so here is neutrophil. We have a segment, but you need to know that is from the original kind of round nucleus to gradually become segment. So there is a transition between the segment and the very original. Let me show you here. Here, this is original, so it got to kind of transit to become segment. And through that transition, the middle one is called band. And the band neutrophil indicates that there are immature neutrophil, which is not, if we have too much of it, it's not a good thing because they are not functional. They are not fully functional. Yeah. So this will be called the band neutrophil. Yeah. So that's that. The next one is eosinophil. It is also a member of the granulocytes. And what's the function of it? This function is not exactly, it will also fight the intruders. They were particularly good at fighting a larger parasites like worms. They are very good at fighting that. And they also are responsible for our allergy. So we have a non-microbiology, non-microbiome, right? It's not like bacteria or virus or worm, not like this living organism. When we have this allergen, like chemicals, components, right? When they get enter into a body, they can easily get enter it because they are so small. and our eosinophils will see them, will recognize them, and may respond to it. And so it will induce inflammation, and that's the allergic response. So asthma is a very common, is one type of the allergic disease or allergic response, which basically is involved in our respiratory tracts, because as I show here, that this is basically the extension from our skin, and so the air can go in very easily. That's how you breathe, and coming in here, and then they will pass through the mucosa. They will pass through. Once they pass through these epithelial cells, they will reach the blood, and when they reach the blood, eosinophils see them. Some of us will see it like no harm. We don't react to those chemicals, but some of us may respond to it. And when they respond, when our body respond to it, you need to know that this one is the epithelium cell. Next layer will be the smooth muscle. So as I told you earlier, as like vessel, if you irritate it, what they will do is they will do constriction. So like blood vessel, if you irritate it, like your toxin, if you smoke, if you eat processed food, if there is some toxin gradually, or hypertension or glucose, hyperglycemia, diabetes, they will, when you irritate it, it will contrast, it will become narrowing, and that increases blood pressure, right? Total peripheral resistance. Same thing here. If you irritate it, this smooth muscle will contrast. When they contrast, they narrowing the airway. When they narrowing the airway, the people will very, very difficult to breathe. And yeah, so that's the asthma. Well, there are treatment. You can have the common treatment would be the adrenergic antagonist. That's too far, but don't worry too much about it. So we basically will try to dilate it, vasodilation, basically. Yeah. Adrenergic agonist. I think that's the drug. Acts very much like a sympathetic nerve, because sympathetic nerve will opens up your airway. When you are trying to fight or fly, your airway open so you can breathe in more air. Yeah, so something like norepinephrine, something like that, and we'll open it. Yeah. All right, so that's that. So that's the eosinophil. So here are the identification of the eosinophil. The difference between that from the neutrophil is that you can see that the cytoplasm become more reddish. Yeah, so that's that. So this will be neutrophil. This will be eosinophil. The last one is the basophils. Basophils are also a member of the granulocytes. And what do? They basically trying to manage the blood flow, opens up the blood vessel, so you can have more of this. Actually, a lot of this inflammation process open up, not just the basophil, but basophil will release histamine. Histamine is also part of the inflammation process. So antihistamine can treat inflammation basically. And that will open up blood vessel, so there will be more white blood cells to coming over to tackle with these intruders. Heparin improve the flow, so it prevent the formation of blood clot. So that's that. Monocytes will be the one that will do the eating. This is the primary eating leukocyte. And why is it primary? It's because that these monocytes, most of these blood cells, they will stay in the blood. But monocytes is able to leave the blood vessel and go into the injured tissue and clear away the injured cells. So they will eat them and clear them away. So, all right. So that's that. So they are able to enter into the peripheral tissue, leaving the vessel to the non-blood area and to eat the pathogens and also the injured tissue. So that's that. Lymphocytes are the cells for the adaptive immunity, and they have we have three type of the lymphocytes. You can see that here is the cells. You can see that it's very different. The cell nucleus so big, like whole cells contains the only nucleus, but the cytoplasm very small. So we have three type of the lymphocytes: the B lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, and the natural killer cell. So you need to know what's their function. Their function is that B lymphocytes produce antibody, so they can be trained, and then they will be able to synthesize and produce that antibody. So that's that. These T cells will be the one to conduct the cell-cell interaction. So basically, they will detect the infected cell. So basically, if the cell is infected, they will contact with that cell in order to recognize what's the cause of that infection. So let me show you this picture here. So here is one of the infection that virus entered this cell. So once it entered to these cells, this cell become infected. And for these infected cells, the bacteria or virus is inside of cell. So antibody cannot recognize it. B cells cannot recognize it. However, T cell can. So T cells serve the cell-cell interaction. And so they will open the door, they will check on every cell. When they fall through, they will check on every cell. But when they check on one of the cells, and the cell will show SOS, save me, something like that, then the T cell will be able to capture what's inside of it, and then it will send that information to B cell, and so B cell will release a lot of antibodies, trying to capture those who are still out there. Yeah, so that's the function of the T cell. So T cell has the T cell receptor. So they have a surface content receptor to recognize the injured or infected human cells. Yeah, I know, in order to trigger the adaptive immunity process. So that's that. And another one is natural killer cell. Natural killer cell is a very interesting cells. They can recognize the tumor cells and they help us to kill tumor cells. So yeah. And so this one showing you that infection, T cell has the receptor, and so T cell serve the cell-cell interaction in order to recognize that infection and trigger the inflammation. B cell is different. B cell will be differentiated into plasma cell. Where is that? Here, plasma cell. So you need to know this term, plasma cell. Plasma cells are differentiated B cells. They have the function to release antibody. What cells release antibody? That is B cell or plasma cells. What's the plasma cell? Plasma cell is a B cell. is a differentiated B cell. Here you can also have a T cell can also become the killer T cell, cytotoxic T cells that can kill these infected cells in a way. Yeah, B cell as for B cell, so you can and trigger the macrophage to kill it, to eat the bacteria. And B cells can also become the memory B cell, so it will serve as a reservoir to keep that memory. That's why we do the vaccination. The vaccination is that we provide these surface only to induce this process, to train it, to train this group. When we train them, we store a lot of memory T cell and the memory B cells. And so next time when we have true intruders to coming in, we have the army ready to release the antibody to target it. So that's that. All right, so that is the overall leukocytes. And then let's take a break. And then the next one, we will talk about their function involved in the lymphatic system. All right.